Another quick tidbit about nutrition. And if you break your diet often, or you have a shitty diet, or you have no diet at all, and you just want some free nutritional advice, this one's gonna be for you. So your body works pretty simple, actually, once you start learning about it. When you start learning about the body, you can start to hack it, including your mind. Great things. But your body creates energy in a number of different ways. But your body, in terms of fuel, uses fuel like this. First, you burn carbohydrates, then you burn fat, then you burn protein, then you burn DNA. And if you're burning DNA, you're dead. Your body can only hold up to 200 grams of carbohydrates, depending on your BMI and your weight and your genetics, but about 200 carbs. Your body yields about 4.2 joules of energy for a carb, I think joules. And let's see, it yields about 9.6 when you're burning fat. So almost, it's more than double when you're burning fat. We'll talk about fasting in a second. Protein, your body yields about 4.6. Okay, so a little bit more, but if you're burning protein, then you're in a caloric deficit and you're heading towards rhabdo. You need to be careful. And if your body's burning DNA for energy, again, you're on death's door. So bad news. Anyways, most people eat carbs. What you need to know about the American diet and the food pyramid is that it is a complete lie that was fabricated in the 40s by a bunch of Congress people who were getting paid off to promote a lot of synthetic grains, right? Japanese wheat, which was primarily used in the past, was now being synthetically crossed with American wheat, which could grow faster and yield more. Okay, so they started pushing more grains on people. What happened to that generation? They got a bunch of dementia and Alzheimer's and horrible afflictions that caused them to suffer later on in their life. Terrible. The American diet actually started telling people, hey, eggs, meat, real butter, all this stuff is bad for you. And they told people to ease off, started promoting more grains for breakfast and everything else. People developed a syndrome, it's not often talked about, called grain brain, which is not a good thing. That's where you feel lethargic, bloated, your joints are achy, you kind of can't think straight, and you're putting on more fat than anything else, right? And with today's world, today's diet, they're telling you, hey, red meat's bad. You need to not eat eggs every day. That's a complete lie. You should absolutely eat eggs every day and eat meat every single day. However, talking back about the four primary things that we're discussing. When you eat more than 200 grams of carbohydrates every couple of hours, which most people absolutely blow past, your body turns those carbs, which is just essentially more complex sugars, turns it into fat. Okay, and that's why you get fat. Your brain runs on two things, sugar and oxygen. So your brain wants sugar all the time, but your brain is surrounded in a sheath that's made out of 100% cholesterol. So your brain needs cholesterol, your brain needs meat, your body needs meat and minerals and all of these amazing things. When you eat too much sugar, this leads to a process called calcification. And calcification is the brittling, right, the browning of your tendons and your ligaments. And when your ligaments and your tendons and your muscles start to turn brown and they start to get hard, right, they calcify, that's really when you start to age. So you can directly correlate sugar to aging, okay? Start limiting your sugar. One tip that I told my client about this morning, who's dealing with the same issue, is every time I'm in the grocery store and I see a bunch of boxed shit that I want, that's easy, that I can just take out of a package and eat, I say to myself, poison. I look at it and I literally say in my head, I say, poison. That's poison. That's poison. So it makes me not want to do it over time. I do this every single time I go to the grocery store. You should too. Anyways, what you need to know about this, it's not about not eating carbs, but it is about understanding how to fast. If you want to learn how to fast, I'll make another video about this because I don't have time to go into it. But fasting is super important and you need to up your protein intake. You need to eat more red meat. You need to limit your carbs, or at least eat the right carbs. I only eat quinoa, yams, gluten-free bread, and if I'm crushing my week, I'll get some gluten-free baked goods on the weekends to treat myself, you know? But I still limit the amount of sugar that I take. Alcohol, pure sugar. Dairy's fine. Any fruit that you can eat, you cannot overeat fruit. Natural sugars, you can eat as much of that as you want. Totally not a problem. You will up your glycemic index, but that's another TikTok, okay? Lastly, Learn about ketosis. So when your body goes from burning carbohydrates into burning fat. If you're struggling with weight, you don't like your body, or you're struggling with a body image, and you want to learn about fasting, I will teach you everything I know in about an hour. So book a call, okay? I can talk about this for hours. I'm super passionate about it. I love learning about this stuff. And if you want to learn more, I'm 110% willing to dive deep with you and help you understand this too. Hit me up if you want to know more, or comment below with information that I missed here. See you in the next one.